for it. Go for it. 1, 2, 3. All by yourself. Nobody chasing you. Nobody to keep up with. One at a time. Nice and easy. Come in pretty deep, Seth. Come in pretty deep out here. Get clear in on here. Nice and easy. Nothing crazy.
Right here in a chair.
Go the other way.
Car was coming around.
We're going to the right-hander.
Actually, I was just going to say, was going to get brake. You put a bunch of mud in my cup. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually,
Anybody see him grab a handful of throttle? No.
I just skim the top of it, get all the mud off.
I know you will. I know you will. You won't be able to help me leave off. You're like, I gotta go. That's not the drill. All we're doing is driving in here. Nice city. Nothing happens in a hurry. Well, I got this for her. But if you post into the corner and you run into real tight, I'm putting that on your helmet. Nothing to hit. Berm. You can slide into the berm out. Hey, slide into that berm out He's not a motor crowd. See, the berm will stop.
The berm will give you air.
Never get to the face.
Best part?
That's the tires swing.
Yeah. And we're sitting here watching.
Yeah.
Pick it up a little quick. Any questions about what you see? Okay. Do not grab the clutch.
Is he using the front brake?
Do not grab the clutch. He's got a finger on it right now. I would suggest not using the front brake. We've got some people that started using the front brake and they went backwards. Because you got all hooked up on using the front brake going into that right-hander. You were going in there like this and having to let off the brake before you could turn. And you were missing the corner. So I would leave it alone. Just push the bike down. When I mean pushing the bike down, I literally mean taking that outside leg and pushing the bike down into the corner. You're going to start in first gear, you're going to upshift in second, you're going to leave it in second. It's not your bike. I don't care if your pit's winding off the rev limiter. Run it. You're not going to hurt it. Trust me. There's no way. Chris has tried many times to blow our bikes up, and it has not happened. No way. Go ahead, Zach. What doing now? It's not leaving the rear brake. Stays on the brake all the way. If you come in here on the rear brake and right about here, snap off the rear brake because you're like, oh, I'm in the corner, I gotta let go of the brake. The bike's gonna pick up, and sometimes it'll high side you. It's awesome. No, stay on that brake. All you're gonna do is release it a little bit. That's it. You're gonna release it just a little bit. And I don't care what you do. Did you notice, no matter what Zach did, even when he went out there and bounced off the berm and messed up, where did he come back through? He came back through here and went inside that cone on the exit. Yep. Inside that cone on the exit. No matter, even when he messed up and bounced off the berm, he was here. Worried we didn't. Oh, yeah, I'll fix it next time. Right there. category. And it'll hurt. It'll leave a mark. Alright? Nice, easy. Jack, come here. Okay, one of the other things that we're going to do. One of the other things we're going to do is we are going to practice our starts down there. I know some of you aren't racing. Come here. We'll line up right here. Give me a row right here. One on either side. Give me a little room. Hold this for Melanie and Matt, will you? Told you we were right sitting down your helmet. We haven't figured out which one's getting it yet. One of these two. He goes to this one, you two. Now, one of the things we're going to do down there is we're going to practice our start. You don't want to be quite that far away, guys. You want to be able to hear down here where you can hear me and see. Okay? Now, just practicing starts is fun. Even if you're not a racer, it's fun to do in case you got to race your husband or your brother or your kids now. You're going to have to race your kids, so you're going to want to beat them off the line. And my thought, and one of the things I always tell our students is there's probably 100 ways to start any given race on any given motorcycle. 100 ways. Everybody has, has their different feel. I know for a fact there's one way to never, ever, ever start a race on a motorcycle. One way for sure to never, ever start a race on a bike. Okay? And that's with both feet down, my whole hand on the clutch, leaning over All I ask is if you see somebody doing that at a racetrack somewhere, go over and make sure they don't have any Supercamp stickers on their van or their bike. Not wearing any kind of Supercamp apparel at all. Take it off. I'll give you some money for it. Help them load their bike back up in the truck or the trailer. They should not be at a racetrack. No. You seen that kid, that Italian kid, that video, that little kid on that 65? Yeah, you see that kid? Can't wait to go. It's awesome. Because it says it's in Italy. It says it does.
He pays attention.
It is. It says it's in Italy. It says it is. It's awesome. It's the funniest crap ever. So funny. You got to YouTube little kid start, motocross start. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your life. Doing all that. Fortunately, the kid almost gets a whole shot with like a 40 rider grid on 65. It's so awesome. It's the funniest thing ever. Personally, this bike here, I like to know that I'm holding onto the handlebars. Okay? 2 fingers. I don't care if this is a 1000 super bike, 500 GT bike, or a TTR 125. I like to have a hold of the handlebars with a couple fingers. I don't like trying to do this or this with the whole clutch. I like to have, I'm good right there. I can do that right there. One of the most embarrassing things you can ever do in the racetrack for a start is start in neutral. Oh shit. I was in neutral. That's embarrassing. I don't care who you're with. So I like to know that I'm in gear. Okay? I want to give it a little pull so I know that I'm gear. Then I'm trying to hold myself back with my feet. I want to know that I'm in gear. Wait a minute, don't I have tools for that? Oh, I do. I got 2. I got one here, and nice and easy. Okay. Now, some of you don't have a bike with a front brake, and the other thing that happens on the front brake when you do that is just watch what happens to the suspension.
Yeah.
All right. Unloads the rear. Loads the front. I personal feel, I like to go right here. Because when I do that, watch what it does. See it suck it down? Right. Suck it back down. That's my personal feel. Now, starting any motorcycle isn't a... No. It's a smooth release. Smooth. Let it out nice and easy. They all come out together. They all come out nice and easy and nice and together. If you stab the clutch, grab a handful of throttle with this dirt, it'll probably wheelie over backwards. It'll be awesome. No. Let them out nice and easy. And it doesn't have to be... That does not make it any easier at all. Because then it's either going to spin or wheelie right over. You don't have to be that high in the RPMs. You can be nice. That's all it takes. Nice and easy. And again, it's just fun stuff. It's just fun stuff to do. You don't have to. It's just fun. You don't. If you roll up there every time where Joe's at, because Joe's gonna have the stick right up there. If you roll up there every time, and you're like, well, this is how I start. I'm good. I got this. Well, you'll never get any better. You'll never try anything different. You just go, you know what? Let's see if that front brake works for me a little bit this time. The last time that didn't work, so I'll try this one. Maybe I'll try the rear brake this time. And I personally like to be just right here. And that way, as I let the clutch out, I can kind of go a little forward to make sure it doesn't wheelie. And then you can see, as soon as I know the thing hooks up, I go back, right? To get the rear so I know the thing's not spinning. As soon as I know it's not going to wheelie over backwards on me, I can just lean back and let it go. You know? And again, stupid stuff. Don't look at don't look right at Joe's stick. You want to look as far ahead as you can and use your peripheral vision. I can see it. So we're going to practice starts down there. You're going to go one at a time. You're going to go one at a time. You're going to come in here when he says rider ready and go and lifts the flag. You're going to go one at a time. You're going to go nice and easy all the way around the TT track, and we're going to go back and get in line.
So we're not doing braking.
We're not. This is the braking drill.
Okay, so
yes.
Come out the start.
Come out of the start, do the braking drill, which is only steps 1, 2, and 3. That's it. If you do this right, as you drive in here, you should be able to